Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destination. With this, I would like to say that the roads to success will be very difficult. You will come across many obstacles, but to the end, you will reach a beautiful success. Today we are going to read a poem called Chiwi by Michael Rosen. Before going into the poem, let us see who Michael Rosen is. Michael Warne Rosen. He was born on May 7th, 1946 in Harrow, London. His father's name was Harold and mother's name was Connie. He was a children's novelist and poet, and he had written more than 140 books. His nationality is British. So this was a short note about the poet of this poem. Now let us move to the poem Chiwi. So what does the word chiwi mean actually? Is giving pressure to someone to do the work in an annoying way. That is, if we are forcing somebody to do something which they don't like to do, we are forcing them to do some things frequently, we are asking them to do something, and the person who is doing doesn't like to do that work. Okay, so giving a lot of pressure to do something in a very annoying way, like continuously you're instructing them to do something. So this is about the meaning of the word chiwi. Now I will give you a quick summary of the poem. So this poem was written by the poet. When the poet was 5 years old, his mother sent him to the nearby school for his early education. As we all are familiar with the strict teachers of the primary schools as well as their rules in the class, both the things are evil for the cute children of the school. But what can they do to save themselves from school? They have to suffer. Same thing was happened to the poet. Teachers annoyed him by many ways. So read the poem taking yourself in place of the poet. So here the poet is going to the school for the first time. It's a primary school, and as you all know, the primary schools usually the teachers will be very strict, and they will be having a lot of rules and regulations to be followed inside the classroom. So here the poet also is entering a classroom where so many rules were being laid by the teacher, and he doesn't like to follow those rules. So this was because of this the poet has written this poem. So let us start reading the poem. Chiwi groans, ups, says things like, speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind, don't drag your feet. 7th, you got your hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. So with this we have come to the end of the poem. Now for the explanation of the poem, I think you are able to understand. So here in this poem, the poet is just saying grown-ups, all the grown-up people means all the people, elders, what they always continuously say is to the small children, they always ask them to talk. Speak up means always ask them to talk. Don't talk with your mouth full. So whenever the children are eating, they tend to speak up when they have food in the mouth. So the parents always instruct them, don't talk when you have full, when your mouth is full, and don't stare. So they don't like anybody staring them, or they'll ask them not to pinpoint anybody, or don't pick the nose in public places, wherever before people, where many people are there, that it's a very bad habit of picking the nose. So things like this are always been instructed to the children not to do. and sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you. So many instructions are continuously being given to the small children. Don't drag your feet, haven't you got your hanky, don't you have your hanky with you? Or whenever the children are tend to put their hands inside the pocket, don't put your hands inside the pocket. So instructions are being repeatedly given to the children to not to do this or not to do that. So when this type of instructions are being given to the children feel very annoyed. They don't like, actually, at that particular age. When you see, the children are getting fed up with the instructions given by the teachers or the elders. So this is what the poet is trying to say from the point of view of the children who are being annoyed by the elders. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of this video. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.